They're gonna be like, why is Acid Trip in the meeting?
means such harsh.
Interestiana pint? See you soon.
and I already changed the sign up or the assignments. I mean,
Okay. We're obviously missing Amar also. Other healers that signed up too, that we can get in. And if Dark's in the channel, I guess some people are saying that the SR is a little bit messed up. I don't know if that's true or not.
that's what he did. He was messing with settings, so it kicked off anyone who had any of the core items like the trinkets and shit. You have to go back and change it and put those back in because it was kicking everyone out and it wouldn't let anyone SR those.
How many people are in raid right now?
19.
Okay. We'll wait a couple more minutes. Hopefully more people will join Discord.
We got time. Get home, log on.
I won't be home for 30 minutes. So we have to do the meeting. Sorry, while I'm driving.
What?
Dark, the link.
And I'm logging out to save the firebug.
What's that?
The SR link is closed.
Yeah, let me up.
Yeah. I put it in the channel thread, Dark.
Yep. Okay, you can do again.
Thank you.
Baby.
Is anyone able to do Crusader?
Shaggy and Amar, I think.
Shuggy's on a vacation too. Both of them.
I was able to get Crusader done on Zaylan.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Congratulations on hitting 14.
Thank you very much.
Huge.
I think we had. I think when we did the poll, I think there was like 20 something that had it, and another 11 or so were going for it.
Yeah, now I'm trying to get it done on my Warlock.
How
Glutton
many
for
people?
punishment.
How many people? True. How many people have multiple tunes like that are thinking about maybe raiding in that new the new team? It's more casual.
I got 460s. I'm signed up in 3 different raids this week.
I remember back in the day when I was raiding like 6 different teams. But it's not that bad if you're just going from like raid to raid to raid and you're only doing 2 hours a night or 3 hours a night. It's alright.
Yeah, if the horde would stop turtling, it wouldn't be that bad.
I'm surprised they don't want the instant wins. I guess they must be losing quite a bit of honor then. You guess the same number on Discord right now?
25.
So while we're waiting for more people to come on, something for you guys to kind of think about. The reason that I'm doing the meeting tonight kind of is to kind of get a feeler for like how we can, like, we had a couple bad raids. One was for me. I didn't realize that like by jumping or going over the hill, we're gonna pull the top. We did it the week before, and we survived it. I think only one person died, and I think they had a boon anyways on their stuff, so it didn't really affect them. But then we did it last week, and obviously we wiped. And I think we had our other kind of wipe was the veil, the bopping, which is a mistake, right? Well, and
the mage pulling fucking Firemaw 3 weeks in a row, bud.
Yeah, okay. So the blink through on that one. So just while we're waiting for more people to like get in, you guys can kind of think about things that we can maybe improve and get better on. Once we have more people on, I'll wait for 5 more minutes, and then we can start. But just to give you guys an idea what kind of like want to talk about.
Are we doing fire buffs tonight?
Yes, we will. Always.
Split wasn't there doing them. That's why I swapped out because I already got the buff. Oh, got it.
Also, Monday, get your document fair bus, guys. That's another thing that we should, I want you guys to think about too is, are you guys wanting to switch bosses? This is a poll that I might do where I'll ask if you guys want to like alternate rec, to kind of get better parses, but still kind of go quick. Obviously that's going to affect the overall like time of the thing because if we only get one rec in, but we're getting different bosses with rec in, that means different. We can parse better on those individual bosses. So some people might be into that. Also about the. I was going to do a poll also about if you guys are happy with the current loot or system, or if we should change, which is not going to be now. It would have to be the start of AQ40. And I would list some other things. I think like what EP or that's my best. Loot Council, like a good chunk of different ones, or just keep it the same, right? Which is not a problem for me. How many people are raid done? I put 7:30, so you're probably gonna have some people message you around that.
Only 21.
Right back.
All right. I guess we can start this. Just kind of proves the point of I don't know what's going on with their signups and stuff like that. Okay, so Panda, you there?
I sure am.
All right. So I messaged Panda, just so you guys were aware, asking him to, and I messaged other people too, asking their opinion and stuff like that. I think Panda got most of the messages directed to him that got passed on to me. Essentially, what I asked was how we can like what's the matter, you know what I mean, and kind of critique what's going on, like his opinion and stuff like that. Like I see my own things and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't, see the full picture or get told everything. Sometimes I get told a lot of stuff. Sometimes I don't get told everything. So, but I definitely want to hear what majority of you guys feel about the raids and stuff like that. If we need to go faster, slower, and so that we can actually, one, I can learn how to be better, and how we can all be better.
Yeah, Posh, you want me to go through like my list of things so that everyone could
If you
comment on
want
them?
to.
Yeah, I can do
if
that.
you want.
All right, so just to give you some context, like I know I've been raiding with you guys for quite some time now. I've actually come from pretty high performance raiding guilds in the past, and I've actually been a guild leader and a raid leader in the past. I joined this guild with the crew of Endrush and his folks, right? I'm a dad gamer now, so I've been a little bit more relaxed, but I still like when I do get to play, I want to get sweaty. I want to play at a top tier performance. Okay, so my unhappiness with the current state right now is based on, if I'm going to be playing and giving up my time and from my work life, I want to make sure that, I'm in an environment that's set up for success. And, when I first joined this guild, Posh, all the talking points and goals that he had, speed to execution, parsing, high performance, world buffs, right? That was very appealing to me. So with that in regards, right, my frustrations with the current state of this guild, more particularly the raid, right, is a few things. And I think Posh kind of put it together in like the meeting notes. But holistically, right, what I'm saying is, I'll go over each point, right? I think raid assignments are very lackluster, right? We have these raid spreadsheets, right? Sometimes it's followed, sometimes it's not. A whole lot of inconsistency. The other piece is that Posh and I think Bam as the main tank, right? We're giving out raid assignments before almost every single boss, right? If we're really trying to drive goals of speed to execution and parsing, right? We should know this ahead of time. And if we're going to be able to communicate that out, those assignments should be macroed as a raid warning, right? And I could share some examples of what I mean by that right now. Like, I'll give you, I don't have raid assist, but can't do that. But it should be a raid warning note saying, hey guys, here's the assignments, click. Everyone sees the raid warning. And then during that raid warning, we're already in a pull time, right? There should be zero downtime, right? If we have downtime, the only reason should be is to give our members the ability to drink. So that's the first point on just assignments and just pure execution. Okay. The other piece is, and I would love to hear this a little bit more. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a major opportunity, but just execution of like tank coordination and pulling execution, right? And essentially, right, the pace of a raid, at least in Classic, really should be based on the hunter, right? In which the only time a raid leader should really be coming in to pause is on critical moments, oh shit scenarios where someone said they have to go AFK, like, hey, we need to pause, we need to slow down, mana's low, right? Outside of that, I'd love to see a hunter kind of really execute and drive the pace. And it will do one of two things, right? The hunter is the one who's pulling, right? And with that hunter, right, the hunter also should be the one who's marking at. This prevents confusion of what's being pulled next, shit pulls on trash, which will lead to potential wipe. Okay. Other piece is kind of where we're putting our focus, right? You know, I think that with the amount of warriors we have, there's a big focus on the brown class, right? Holistically and looking at logs and some of our wipes, right? And this goes back to even the last like 3 to 4 weeks of raiding. There's a lot of opportunities actually in healing, right? Not crazy, but there are opportunities. And the general feedback in like the war room per se has been mainly been around the brown class. And I'm not saying that it's just the healers either. I think that there's opportunities for other classes as well. And coaching and feedback needs to be a little bit more comprehensive in that regards. Okay. Everybody has the opportunity to improve, even myself, right? In terms of execution of cooldowns, consumes, etc. Right? The list goes on and on. No one's a perfect player. So holistically, general feedback does need to get, I guess, spread out. Another thing is also just raid awareness and big brain mechanic. So going first and foremost into the raid mechanics, right? Like when I joined MC runs with you guys, right? The fire trash was a complete shit show. And it was very evident that people did not know the mechanics of the trash, nor how to pull, etc. And we struggled quite a bit, right? We need to get back to raiding 101s, right? Like understand the basic mechanics of how things work, then execute towards them. Then we could focus on the speed, right? And my last point, again, I just already kind of touched on it, is execution over speed, right? We can't be going blazing fast if we don't have the execution on point. And when I say execution, that means everybody, right? Everybody from a DPS to a healer to the main tank, even to our raid leader, right? If you don't know all the mechanics of the encounter, right? Like, you're slowing us down, right? You're potentially a risk for us for a wipe. And that impedes with our goals of either speed or high performance. So, holistically, like, those are my main topics that I've raised with Posh. And that's been kind of my, like, unhappy moments. And I know that there's a few other people in this particular raid group that share that same sentiment. And I would like us to really take the opportunity to really, like, hunker down, clean that up. I think all of you guys are well-performing, you know, players, right? But it does seem like there's a lack of focus when we are raiding, right? Trying to get faster speed clears, etc. But yeah, that's my feedback, guys. You know, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible in the hope for change. And I have a few things that I would love to implement. But again, obviously, I want to make sure there's a level of consensus on the goals and alignment on some of the feedback that I gave. That's my consensus.
I think, like, everything that is being asked is reasonable. You know what I mean? Like, having a hunter pull and mark, that takes off a lot of pressure off of me, obviously, because they're keeping the flow going. So. But having a hunter that wants to do that, I guess we would have to find out who would actually want to do that. The other thing is, too, is that with us having some new people to Classic, you guys need to tell us if what he's saying is what you're wanting to do. Like, if we're not going to, like, right now, if we're going to work on mechanics, make sure everything's going smoothly to the point where everyone knows what's going on at the same assignments every week, then, you know, the speed's going to catch up. Right now, what I've been always saying to you guys is that I want you to get world boss. I don't care about consumes and stuff like that. And I'm just going to push as hard as I can and as fast. And if we lose them, you know, oh well, I want you to react to it now in MC and BWL. But
obviously, can I pause you right there?
some like
Yeah.
general feedback on that one, right? If you're saying that execution and speed is top priority of the guild and this is the goal, right? By
Well, no,
saying consumes is optional is counterintuitive. Just want to give you that feedback.
No, I understand that, right? I was like, so let me finish. So obviously, right, with what he's saying, right, it's going a different direction, right? Like if we're wanting, to actually push like more organized, yeah, we have to obviously use consumables and actually care about things. And we also have to like understand our assignments and stuff like that. Like we have, I think 30 of us are always signing up pretty quickly. And then we're always struggling to find the last 10 people. And like we need more consistency. And that's the change. Like, I don't know, like, I think the only real change for the tanks is possibly Spanky Tank, correct?
How are you?
And then it's always been Bam and Happy. But like we're always inconsistent with like about 10 people. And but then those 10 people usually do sign up and all that. And so for me, for what he's asking, and that is that we for us to be more organized and stuff like that, we need to have the assignments posted. We need to obviously be more consistent of having the assignments being like what they're posted. We are actually
Have a good one.
following based off of that, so people get used to the same thing week in and week out. We also have to find that hunter that wants to keep that flow. But like I said, we all have to want this too. Like it can't just be 6 people or 7 people that want to be able to consume up, get world buffs, and potentially just carry possibly 10 people that don't really care. And I don't know, like how many people here like feel the same way, like want or have similar goals to Panda. I know Happy does. I know Diddle did. I think Dabby does, and obviously you, Panda. They want that, but how many other people are looking for the same type of goals?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is there Happy? Do you want to add anything to this?
No, I'm good. Everything he's saying is accurate.
I guess one question I have for like the general other part of the raid, right? Like, if you don't agree, right? Like, I think that's good to be vocal, right? That's good for like players like myself to understand like if I'm in the right spot and place, right? That's kind of the culture that I kind of want. And if we're not all committed to that, right? I understand it. And it's a difference of the play style, right? But it's kind of me just coming saying that when I'm capitalizing my raid time, that's kind of the mentality and focus I want. And if there isn't a general consistency across most, again, not all, but at least most, I would say like 85%, right? I might be in the wrong guild. And that's okay for me to say, right? And I think Posh has made it clear that, like if it's not a right fit, right? We all have options, right? We're all here to have fun. We all pay a sub, right? So I just want to throw that out there as well.
Yeah, like it's kind of funny because when Panda first joined and he started talking about his other guilds and shit like that, we were having a conversation. I actually straight up asked him like, "Why are you in our guild?" And he told me that he just had a baby and stuff like that. But yeah, like if you I don't know how many people actually come from a harder guild and stuff like that. or how many people are going to go get rend. Like pretty much anyone that's going to go get rend is going to be consuming. They're not going to be spending 50 gold, right? To get these royal buffs and stuff like that, and to be losing it on something that should have been preventable. And that's the things that, like, it's not a problem if the general guild itself, like, I'm not trying to push us into being like top 10 or whatever. It'd be nice for us to get organized, get focused, and get into the top 25 for time. But being like organized and try to get all our general parses up better. It doesn't matter about your skill level or like what you have done, even if you're brand new. I'm willing to work with you to bring you up. But a lot of this stuff that he's asking for, it's not during just the raid. It's a lot of pre-prep also. It's like understanding your assignments, understanding that, like, okay, like for example, we pulled the top layer. Well, it's understanding that, like, we have AoE lip on number rotations, and I said as they were coming, I said I'm lip timing. I did it. I asked for Bam. I think Bam said that he did it also. So it's that, like, we have to be more like organized with things like that for when those moments happen, and that goes for healing too. Like if you know that a big pull's coming, and you know that you got clothies and stuff like that that are going to be taking a lot of damage, like we need to get shields on them because they're going to have a lot of threat initial, right? The other thing too is we need to figure out like how many engineers we have. That's for us to go faster and be more organized and be able to do better pulls. That's a big part of it too. Like for example, if we get into Nax and we're doing double skitter packs, we are going to be using zappers on those. But if we only have 10 of us doing it, it's not effective. Because like we should be rotating those to dense dynamite and stuff like that. And like I know this is a lot that obviously he's putting out there. Personally, I'm okay with us going like a more organized route and stuff, because like that's awesome. If we're realistically thinking about what we currently know that's going to happen, is that AQ is going to be coming out in the next couple months, right? That means that we will have AQ. I see us getting that, probably best down to an hour 10, maybe hour 20. And then we got BWL MC, right? And then what happens when Nax comes out? Nax, we're going to have to drop some raids if we're only raiding 2 nights a week. Or we actually start pushing the time, and we're potentially doing round the world one night, which is asking for a lot. And that's why I've always said, guys, go out there and get the consumables and stuff like that. Like, I know I make mistakes when it comes to raid leading. I did the history thing there. I made this guild 2 years ago. We did 25 Nax, 50 MCs, 35 AQs. I went through all the archive of stuff that I have. So I know that the best that I can do for Nax Ramus is probably 2.5 hour clear to definitely probably doing Nax one night, and then last 2 bosses this following night, followed by the other content. And that's from doing several raids back in the day. Personally, I can learn a lot myself, and I'm willing to do that or listen to like ideas, because if someone has something that's better than what I'm used to and it's going to be more effective, then yeah. I do understand how I make some bad calls. I understand that. For example, I know some people were upset that I changed the strat after we wiped on Nef. But I made the call. In that moment, right? Anyone that maybe says something at that moment, I'm gonna have to most likely double down and just do it. And yeah, and then it embarrasses that person, and you know what I mean? It like things like that. If I make a mistake and stuff like that, or you feel that at that moment it's whatever, I think that those moments are best discussed after raid. So that I can hear your thoughts or your opinions on how maybe we shouldn't have done that, or if we're going to do something new, announce it before the raid itself. So I heard people, about that, and yeah, like I agree. Changing it the last moment is not the best idea, and so I'm sorry for that, guys. I also know, like, outside of the guild, some people get frustrated with the Discord. I did keep it for the time that I said, but I will try. I updated it recently because we did add a third team. Now, I'm not going to change it for a while. I'll try to stay off of it for 2 months. So, hopefully that issue is.
This kind of chimes into a part where I wanted to have a say here. So when you get done talking.
So what I'm getting at is that I know that a lot of people have different cliques and groups and stuff like that in the guild, and there's other teams and stuff like that. I get that, right? I have no problem that people dislike me or like me or whatnot. Like, at the end of the day, I pay $15 a month. My goal is to be able to clear a Naxxramas in a fairly time, in a decent time, and enjoy the content with a good group of people. I'm not here trying to hurt anyone, hurt their feelings, but I do think that we should all be on the same page, especially for how fast we are going through the content itself. And if this is something that you feel that you can't do, and if it's because of, like, let's say consumables or skill, like, we can work with stuff like that. Like, there's people that like go out and farm that you can farm with and stuff like that. So, or if you're shy, just come and talk to us or me. I'm not gonna, I don't care if you're as mad as this. Like, okay, let's be real here. A lot of you guys saw the Discord yesterday. I archived it. I'm not mad. Like, I'm not mad at Happy for them venting. You know what I mean, and saying whatever. Of course, I'm gonna say my stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna raid with someone. You know what I mean? Just because I'm upset at them. No. Hell, I've been doing this for a long time. I've gotten several fights over stuff. I've had GMs ninja loot my stuff and I still raid it with them. Shit happens. As long as our goal lines up and we can get through our goal together, I don't care who I raid with. But I obviously want to not have people, like, personally dislike me, because I'm not trying to be malicious to anyone. You can say whatever you want, then. I'm home, by the way, so I'm switching.
I'm going to segue into something that kind of playing off of what Panda was saying, as far as, like, communication and operation of the polls and everything. We all would have to work together to kind of get the mechanics down, yes, but we have to take the time to teach everyone that. So, like, going off of what you said, Panda, and basically almost radio silence, everybody knowing their job. from where we are is going to be a massive amount of fucking effort from everybody, which it isn't difficult. It's repetitive. You have to fucking get the feel for everything. But then immediately following up Panda was Dobby would prefer for us to take the time and break down just quickly, like announcing what different things happen in whichever mechanic, whether it's a boss fight, trash, whatever it is. So one is required to get to the other, right? But we have to be on the same
100%.
page because people are going to be upset that we're stopping and fucking talking about each damn mechanic while there's still people trying to learn it. The people that all know it would like to just plow through everything, you know, get on with the day. So there's going to be a point where we're all going to either get a little discontent with each other, or we're going to fucking shut the fuck up and all work together and, you know, progress as a group. Some of us, like, I'm so used to just not even listening to raid and going, right? I have to slow myself down, shut up, and just go learn with everybody. And then as a group, we'll all have our own little, you know, quirks about how all the handling of it is. And I don't know, I guess we have been together for a long time, most of us here, but we haven't really struck that. Like, we're all conversation-wise friends and good at doing all that. But, like, as far as mechanics go, like, I feel like nobody has a specific job, or we don't know what each one of us is good at, or the improvising and adapting.
I feel
So
like
that's
we've
gonna be-
lost a lot of the players that were able to do those roles very well over the past little while. We've lost a lot of our very good players that do know the mechanics. That's the other issue, is we've lost how many people due to the vibes just completely going to their shit over the last couple
now
of
I'm going
months.
to segue directly into that, because first I'd like to know who the hell, like, list-wise, you're kind of referring to in the past, the people that were good at that. But the negativity is something that I'm seeing more than anything. Like, I've been away for a little while because I had to space off because of that second raid was just starting to wear me down a little bit, right? I was having too much going on with real life and then trying to balance this. And then we both groups have had some rough raids in the past few weeks. And it's boiling over for me personally, so I had to step back and fucking chill for a little bit. But then I come back to, like, reading through Discord and getting caught up with a bunch of stuff, and I'm seeing massive amounts of discontent, but it's disconnected, like compartmentalized, right? You've got a few people in a group over here talking about a group of people over here, and then those two groups aren't talking together, but they're saying they're talking together. And then when I see, like, the information that's being passed back and forth, it's like hunky-dory. So I don't understand where the communication and development is happening when it's on the spot, people are fucking agreeing with each other, but then in the hindsight, or even in just behind the scenes,
You need something?
you've got discontent with a bunch of people, and then you
See
kind
you
of come
later.
out saying that with people that left recently would be the example I'd want to use directly, because we've been raiding with Ditto and Broer for quite a while, and, like, I didn't get as tight into the friend circle as you guys obviously were, but I enjoyed playing with all you guys. But every time someone has a problem, it's a burst out. Some reason always involving, like, Discord, but, like, has anybody here moderated or done anything with a Discord before? Like, some of you guys that are upset about it?
Both Dobby
I mean,
and Thicken.
I've hosted my own Discords, and I think, like, just generally speaking about Discord changes, right, is like Discord's a communication channel. And I think I think it's many people at this time and point that I've conversed with, is that with Discord being a core sense of communication, right? And in the moment that you have an extremely busy life, right, and you're trying to get quick information and details efficiently, right, having to go through and, like, hunt or try to relearn the new structure on frequent basis is a little.
I want to make something clear about something about Discord that people may know, is that there is options that you can actually hide channels that you don't have any real attachment to and whatnot. You can also favorite channels that go to the top. Even if I rename it or whatever, or change it to wherever, those channels that you favorite are always going to be listed at the top. Notifications, you can mute channels and stuff like that, or you can also server mute. So Discord itself shouldn't really be a problem. It's honestly normal maintenance and stuff like that. I have over 1,000 people on here that have rated constantly. The odd person complains about Discord here and there, but once they realize that they actually have their own options on their end that is able to handle a lot of these reasons, there should be no reason to have an outburst over Discord itself.
Well, where I was going with it, and Panda kind of touched on it, like, it is the fucking direct communication line for all of us. The quick stuff, like I've got it on my phone, I might glance at it at work. Probably a lot of you do the same thing. It's not just when I'm sitting in front of the computer. So when it changes, you have to wonder why, right? Instead of getting upset, like, you understand how much effort it takes just to build it and make it organized in a way that makes sense for the people, our group of raiders, right? Now add in the dynamic of the fucking next group and their requests and all their little fucking things they want to add to it. Sometimes they were good ideas, sometimes it's their own thing. So now you have that has to restructure, and now there's a third group going. It's a fucking thing that, for me, it's peeving me in a way, like, I didn't realize I could get upset over Discord. It's not the channels moving, because I already have the few that I need favorited, and I glance over any of the ones with new notifications, right? I don't need to know where they are, because it tells me, hey, someone said this. But think about the dynamic of someone with 4 kids trying to take the input of these 3 different groups and all the different people in it, and keeping all that shit straight while trying to keep as many people happy, not fuck with everything while maintaining a little bit of balance between the 3 groups. I'm not making an excuse for them, but it's more of the way I read it is it feels very fucking like massive amount of disrespect for somebody's real time that they're putting in to try and help, rather than like asking where something is, or like doing the favorites thing where it's simple and laid out for you. Like, everyone gets so mad over Discord, but there's 3 groups of 40 people, plus all the members, plus all of our random friends that play other games, whatever, trying to use this thing, and we're trying to make a home for everybody, man. Like, if you can't recognize the effort that goes into it, you just get mad anytime something changes. I think that there's something more with that than just, the Discord. If you need to know where the fucking signups are, put the fucking star on, and it's always going to be there. World of Vlogs, all of those things will be organized for you. Maybe he does change the name or put a stupid fucking icon next to it or change the font. Sometimes that bothers people. I don't give a shit as long as the information I need is there.
Okay,
right?
Let's do this, okay? Would it help if we're doing general announcements, and I'm talking about, like, for all teams, right? So it goes to one channel and we call it announcements, which then I make it so that the actual guild chats and other channels like that can't ping people. So if you want to mute the actual channel that is going to announce, you can mute it, but then later that day, that the announcements are going to be in that channel and you guys can check it. And then this way, you're not getting pinged all day. Other than people having general conversations that you obviously, like, I can't stop that, right? The other thing I can do is that I can make it so that maybe I announce that I'm going to do a structure change to Discord so that you guys are kind of prepared and list why I'm doing it, so that it's just not catching people off guard. And I could try to do those on days that are not raid nights or affecting anything. So I'm willing to work with you guys on this Discord thing, so that I will try not to touch it like for periods of time unless I need to going forward. So that should take care of the Discord. Is that okay with you guys?
otherwise we can do some kind of conversation on the side, but like to be so upset over it is one of the things that I'm hoping we can fucking come to a little bit of a understanding at least, and then maybe suggestions, because everyone that gets involved with this upset side of Discord, I think there's just some simple clicks we can do to make it easy.
So back to Kenna's stuff that he was talking about. We'll get this last little bit and then we'll start going. For implementing this stuff that you're suggesting, I think first that maybe we should do a poll this week. I'll start it like after MC, so you guys can think about, like, do you want the points that Panda was saying? Yes or no, right? This way, any then we can find out where everyone stands, and please vote it. And then, like, let's say we do get 85%. What is your suggestion to implement this, Panda?
I mean, like, holistically, it's actually very small changes, with just the execution, right? Like, assignments, Posh, I think you have it, but, like, it's more of, like,
consistency
in the execution of it, right? The assignments go astray, right? We just need to make sure we stay on point, and yeah, it's simple things like creating a raid warning macro with the existing assignments already and ready to go, so you can just spam it real quick. That goes a long ways, right?
You have assist right now, by the way, if you want to show us.
Yeah, like, okay, so let me show you. I created a WoW Excel with all these macros, like you can just configure in by tank.
Yeah,
so like
let me stream so they can see. Okay.
So stuff like that, right? Like you pop it like right before the encounter, right? Even as we're killing trash, like, hey guys, this is the assignments. Focus up, right? This is what you need to do.
So, do you think this notification is better than the notes themselves?
Well, I think the notes are going to be great, but the speed that we're going, right? People need reminders, right?
Yeah.
And having a quick refresher to say, like, hey, this is what's up, right? This is what you need to do. That goes a long ways, and it prevents you having to verbally go through each and every one of them. That any verbal communication, like, is another like 30 seconds upwards to a minute of wasted time.
Is there any hunters that is interested in pulling and keeping the flow going for the raids?
I mean, Nafe was, but he's burnt out, so.
Yeah, I saw him playing. Didn't he have a death in the family?
The next person who should be doing it then would be the main tank, because essentially Skull goes down if there's a second target. X is still being focused. The main tank can now designate the Skull target.
Yeah, we can do that.
There's a little bit of me sighing, going, I'll do it, but I need like to keep a screenshot of what I need to mark if I'm doing the marks.
Huh?
You can.
Practice makes perfect, man.
Well, I know what you mean. Like,
well, until I like have it under control, because it's not going to be quick like the first times.
Well,
like the lava packs. Right? Yeah, like the lava packs in the MC, I kind of know those now because I've done them enough times. But like the couple packs in BWL I had for mark, like the tech packs and like the ones right after Veil, I don't exactly know which one is which, other than like the kite mob is the captain.
Yeah, I mean, I think those things, like, we could work with you on, right? I think, yeah, in terms of like education, right? This goes to it, right? Like, let's get the execution down. If someone needs to learn, right? Like, we should definitely take the time holistically as a guild, as a raid, right? To allow that person to learn.
It's worth slowing down for like a minute or two, and we'll get that back later.
Makes sense. Yep, 100%.
It's not like we're clearing MC in 13 minutes.
Yeah.
I posted a video about that, eh? So, World of Logs is like...
That is kind of silly that that's allowed.
I was like, what?
Pre-clear some of the trash to be able to skip, like, having to kill it during your time.
They allow rocket boots and shit, and they allow rend on the lion side. Why wouldn't they allow you to pre-clear trash? One's abusing a game mechanic to get a buff, the other one is abusing another game mechanic just to move quicker.
I thought they took out chicken though. Did they not?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, chicken's out, but not rend. But not rend. Who the fuck?
What about the dragon? Anybody test or are aware about the Dragon Knight pet for fire mages?
Dragon.
I get clickers, please.
Yeah.
I haven't got to test it yet. I haven't even finished making it.
I guess my only opinion on all of this, like I agree with a lot of the things that pretty much everything Panda said. Like in Posh, I appreciate that you're like looking forward to AQ and Max, but I think just right now we need to just focus in the now and get people down and comfortable with the current raids we're doing. And once that improves, then.
Well, that's why. Yeah, exactly. That's
right.
That's why I want to have because I want to.
Like we don't need to focus on AQ at the moment, or even Nax. Like we know it's coming and we're excited about it, but we're not even in there, right? So we just need to focus on the now and.
But okay, when you're saying this though, are you saying that you're for what Panda's saying, like getting more?
Completely.
Okay.
Completely.
Speaking of AQ, I do have a rumor going around among my friend circle who have connections that like the middle of next month. Something
which is reasonable.
About
Still another month
we are
away.
because the ZG patch was not that much long, even on normal classic.
And it was supposed to be longer here, they said, though.
Yeah, but I heard something to the effect of like sometime around the 17th, because they always open the raid on a Thursday. So we've got basically a month, if that's true.
I think it would be a little bit less because I think they will open the gates before it.
But I mean,
doing the whole event.
It depends the strategy that they do, right? The gates, like, are they going to do the event, or are they just going to automatically open the gates on a certain date?
I think they will do the event as normal, and for the servers that could not fulfill the thingy, they will open eventually.
I mean, there's 3 servers, so
that can happen, bro. At least back on Classic, there were servers that could not complete the thing.
Okay, guys. I'll do the poll, right? I think you guys can talk in the channel. And maybe ideas like how Spank just brought up a suggestion and stuff like that, like we're able to now and stuff like that. Let's use the war room. What I'm going to do though is I'm not going to make it a form so it's hard to find. I'll just make the war room. That's okay. So this is my last change. I'll add the war room so it's easy to access. And I'll put that with the on our channel, and then you guys can add comments of like you know what I mean, about the raids and stuff like that. We can talk about things, and I'll also do the analyzed logs where it's showing more details and stuff like that about that. And then if everyone's on board, then I think that if you guys can sign up at least by Wednesday, then we can get the assignments out, and then we actually as officers and myself, we need to follow these assignments and get more consistent. And then, like I said, naturally it should just get better with people not having to talk too much. Done tonight. Can you, actually, is anyone that feels comfortable doing healing assignments tonight? That's a healer. Since we were missing Amar, like we have a general thing. Obviously things have to change and stuff like that. I'm gonna start making macros or we'll start making macros. Also, like Panda was showing. If that also makes it easier. We can either go with this 6 down, or we could fill a 6. What do you guys think? 6 down?
Personally, I'd rather keep it in guild if possible and not plug people.
We already have some, it looks like, but I think that's just to make.
It's healers, a lot of it, and
Yeah.
we're missing a tank.
If it's critical roles that we're missing, obviously we got to
And
bug
yeah.
it. But outside of that, I think we're good.
It's a little bit of going back, not letting certain things get away from us.
Who's the pug tank?
And it's next week. Everybody's worried about parsing, not this week.
You don't need to worry about technically.
So I have a question then. Do you guys feel like not unbooning that and doing it on boon? Because I think there's a log for not unbooning.
Please no.
What's wrong with this?
We can unboon. I don't give a shit. I want to unboon. I always do. All right, so we'll unboon with consumes. Okay, so we'll go 6 down. Let's move up channels. Like I said, Sunday, in the Monday, I'll do the poll, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll make the war room, and then let's comment in there and see how we can make it better. All right, let's move channels, guys. We have to move up to actual our rating channel.
Make sure to recheck your SRs if you did them early in the week and did not look at them again. They did get fucked with, and a lot of the SRs got removed. So make sure yours are in.
Porsche, I have 2 mentions to do on the Excel spreadsheet, the assignments. First of all, my name is wrong. It was swapped with Dito. And the second one is, I think, the Bellstar should be Starling probably.
Okay, I'm fixing it right now. Okay.
Okay. Or it's the Bellstar is right. I don't know because it's showing pink, but Bellstar is a priest, so probably I think you wanted to put up a Pally there.
Just give me a sec, almost. Who was the tank that
Yeah, who's the pug tank?
I don't see a pug tank. That's
I mean, I see a baby warrior with 3k HP.
okay. So, are you changing the tanks right now? Just give us a couple more minutes, guys. We're almost done.
I just got what's up?
Just let me know when to zone in.
Oh, are we doing sand early or are we doing it at the boss?
I can do sand right now. Looks like Bam's fixing some. Just give me a minute while I divide it up.
I mean, it should be good now. I just gotta move around the marks, but you also have. Oh, never mind, you fixed it now. You had Galacorn on Moon.
I can go grab my tanking set on the bank.
Don, you want to help hand out sand? And anyone else want to help hand out sand?
Yeah, give me some. I got some in my bags of mine though, fuckers.
I always have some on me.
Yeah, guys. If we're giving you 3 and you have like extra, just keep them on you. All right, healers open trade with Posh.
You want to give out 3? You said.
Yeah.
Everyone was gone when I got back, but I had someone at my door, so I don't even know what the hell. Did everything you got? Is there a plan for after raid or no or what?
I'm gonna do a poll on Monday, and then we're gonna have a war room Discord.
I think I heard some of that.
Yeah, and then people are just going, and then people can put their thoughts in, kind of like how about us focusing like in the current and not, whatever their feelings are.
Well, let's just start it tonight. As far as when we go through here, let's not just fucking push for numbers. Let's goddamn state everything, what the mobs do, the reason they kill in this order. Just a quick overview for everyone, and then that's the beginning step, right? There's no reason to try and muddle up another one. Let's just fucking start it now. A quick overview, not a detailed, shuggy, fucking take all night one.
Well, I think it's like more so like us pulling and what is the main kill targets on the pulls that we're pulling quick.
Yeah,
or
the critical information for each pull, who's going to be taking more damage, stuff like that. Yeah, when it's going to be raid damage.
Pretty much for DPS, get on Skull. It's going to be like let off our hunter, and that's the biggest thing is that he has to, mark the ads and stuff like that, and that's including
DPS, if you need sand, open with Undone, so I can start handing this out, please.
Hunters, mages and hunters open trade with Posh.
I got 9 more stacks of 3 if you need it, DPS. Or anybody, whoever needs them.
Keep open trade with Posh, please. Keisha, you have?
Yes, I do have.
Alright, everyone else good? If you need sand, open trade with Posh.
Got 5 more stacks.
You aren't giving Melee any sand though, right?
Yep.
Alright, well.
Alright, Doom Loot Master, alright. Passing it off. Dark. I don't know if I did my SRs because I think it got deleted, right?
I had to edit mine.
Yeah, we look over them and because the Dark was messing with the settings to try to see if he can like make it to where only the core beat raiders could SR, and it deleted a bunch of people's SRs and shit. So
Someone post our Discord, please. Get these guys on here. Someone has to tell the priest that the boots are. So the priest has 2 hard res items. Alright, you got raid lead. Yeah, Dark, the one priest looks like it's wrong. The boots are hard res to our druid. Okay, so here's what's happening.
Say his name.
What, Yetman?
What the fuck was that? His name is Heatman.
You should have heard what I said, what was it, Whataburger? And I forget what his actual name was.
Yeah, I do actually.
I would love a burger. You supplying?
I was calling him that forever. Oh shit.
Any healer that need water, just open thread with Kishu.
Did anybody whisper this priest?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
log in, start getting buffed up. Already 15 minutes behind.
Paladins or druid? Who needs their belt still? I think it's thickened, right? You need yours?
I got mine. I got it on.
All of us. So all you guys have your belt. Like all the paladins have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got it as well.
Okay, so that means I guess it goes to what's his name then? Star. Because he messaged me, he said to give this to a paladin, and I forgot which paladin, so I guess he was talking about him.
Mine. He's probably talking about my alt.
Maybe.
Maybe me. Maybe my paladin. I don't know.
Probably Keisha's paladin because he raids with Stormforged.
It's for your belt, dude. Congrats. You've been raiding with us from day one. It's too bad that you're in a family guild.
What'd you say? Too bad. He's still got Bop on his bar. I'm just kidding, man.
Wait, did he bop Bam?
Oh. Yeah, he admitted it right away. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry."
Okay, let's get this going. Sorry guys for wasting time. It's 18 minutes past. Everyone in, everyone around the corner. We're going to do up.
Stab apple.
Just put me on DFT. If you're not uploading again.
Okay, we know what you want.
Other than that, I don't even care. Okay, start buffing up. Put your consumables on. Setting up. Okay, sides are there. Odds and evens, you guys know where you're going. Healers on top.
No, say it so that everybody's on par here. It's just, let's dumb it down, slow it down a little bit. This is the growing pains that we're all gonna have to do, right?
Well, we're gonna be pulling quick. This is something that we should be doing after raid and like actually having a meeting about and going through each pull and stuff like that and conversation, not like making the raid longer than what it should be.
You have to do that in order for the people to see it while we're going. That was the whole main conversation, man.
That is exactly.
It'll be smooth because you can talk about it when nobody's standing in front of a mob, but
all right. Okay, it's okay.
You walked through the whole raid, and how many people fully learned from that walkthrough? You know what I mean?
All right, we'll do it that way. Okay, fine, no problem. It's kind of new. All right. Okay. I'm not used to really explaining this shit. All right, so we're gonna be dividing up into 2 groups. Odds and evens, and healers and range CPS are gonna be on the top platform where the ads are currently. Ads are gonna spawn throughout the room. There's going to be drakes, there's going to be warlocks, and then there's going to be like orcs with axes and stuff like that. The kill order is everyone essentially rogues, and that you guys want to jump on the warlocks and interrupt their casts and stuff like that, especially if they're further away and unloading on the healers themselves. You just want to go over there, kick them, bring them over, and then we pop them. 2 rogues can usually stun lock them up pretty good. Everyone else wants to go down the Giantkin and pop those quickly. Any tanks that are on those, you'll be tanking them. As they come back down, you just have to taunt them. They should be coming back down the ramp. But everyone should be hopping on those ASAP, and then followed up with the orcs with the axes, followed up by the casters. Everything with world boss and stuff like that drops pretty quickly. And that's phase 1. Phase 2, we tank the boss in the center. The boss will do Ignite on one of the tanks, which then he is now pulsing fire damage. At this point, you want to make sure that you're standing behind, usually on star. We don't pop any world boss and stuff like that. The reason being is because we're going into the second boss really quick. And usually we don't have enough time for 3-minute cooldowns and stuff like that. Unless you're rogues, which you can use Adrenaline Rush on the first boss. Everybody else kind of holds their cooldowns. 9 times out of 10, we usually pop Wreck on Veil. But depending if we decide to start actually parsing on different bosses, we can actually start popping Wreck on this boss, but it has to be discussed beforehand. So once we kill this boss, we go into the next room, which then we kill ads, and then we're on Veil, and then I'll explain there. Alright, this ready check is that you're fully buffed up, consumed up, ready to unboom. Alright, everyone unboom.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready to kill the ads?
Who's going to be doing the eggs?
Sound the alarm! Protect the eggs
Good point. I am. Alright, Pasha's doing the eggs.
You can drink right now if you need to.
Done. You're gonna have to call out stuff. I'm not there. Or tanks. You guys gotta call out stuff, please.
Yep, we're good.
Yep, tanks just call out if you're getting overwhelmed. Otherwise, there's not much left to call out.
mages in the middle.
So if anyone wants to watch my stream, what I'm doing right now, so if you want to learn how to mind control this boss, you can join it. So this right here that my mouse is over, it actually breaks the eggs. So it takes about 7 seconds. And this is the mind control going down right here in the middle. 7 seconds till my next egg. So I can do whatever. I can actually clean these shit, but I don't want to touch them. I don't want them on me. So when I pop the egg, it's going to do AoE damage to them. That's why they're on me. But as you can see, I have like 1 second. I do it, and this is counting down until my control is about to break. And essentially that's all you're doing. This is cleave, and then I can do an AoE volley right here. That does damage to whatever.
Getting quite a few mages out in the middle if we could get some help.
And as you can see, I had to read mind control. You just want to click the it one time. If you click it twice, you have a debuff. The debuff's up over here. It's 49 seconds.
That looks good. Thank you.
I got three more eggs.
For you, yeah.
So I'm popping this at the last egg is at the very back of the thing here. This is the last egg, so I'm gonna lose my control right now, and then Bam's gonna take over right now. Bam mind controls it. Now
Breaking the egg.
He's gonna break the egg. Now he has 100% threat. All right, everyone on star, and we'll cleave off a star.
I'm a flag rated, it's unhappy. Back on Bam.
Alright, I got the 2 dragons one.
Bam's flag rated, it's back on happy. Back on Bam.
Okay, we'll group up here and I'll explain what's kind of going to happen here. So the reason when we're going faster, we want the rogues to sprint to the other side, and that's to be able to grab the ads that are going. Whereas you want to charge the ones here close, which we have to go now. Go guys, go.
You are persistent, aren't you? Your ally here attempted
Warriors
to
stuck
match
on the
his
other side and
power
help out
against mine,
the rogues.
and paid the price.
And the reason we have to
Now
help
he
them out
shall
obviously because they
serve
have
me
cloth
by
and shit on,
slaughtering
and
you. Get up, little
So
red
usually
worm,
what we're doing.
and destroy them.
Good coach.
Usually after this, after we kill Veil, we'll have that buff. And we have like I think about a minute to have like infinite rage and all that. So usually we want to mark up pretty quick. And that would be the hunter that you're gonna want to sprint up there and you're gonna want to mark the pole. The way we've been doing it is just marking everything up and tanking it. We want to set up tanks right now for that probably. Bam, do you want to mark the tanks for the trash after this?
Add his rebuff, please.
And this brings the point of what Panda was talking about of having a macro for those tanks and who's healing what, which we will start using. We will pop that during times of where we're adding tanks and that, which will remind people of who they're healing. And then we don't have to tell you guys that. So every time, so we'll have to make macros for that in the future. Bam, if you want to go through and who's healing what, or...
You mean for this boss or for the trash?
For the trash.
For the trash, I have Galagorn and Splurt on Bamland, Thicken and Splurt backup tank healing on Spank-a-Tank, Curler and Bajovis on Happy Human, Thicken and Turpy Druid on Damduck. I don't think we have Turpy Druid, but Dark Warrior has Starling and Yeetman, and Posh is getting Splurt and Yeetman. If your name wasn't called out, you're helping raid heal and backup healing on them if needed, if like they go down or something.
Okay.
Could I give some just quick tips on this one? So paladins, if you're in a caster group, make sure you guys are using concentration awareness to help push back. And then if you're a warlock, you could void sack your void walker to also get a bubble on yourself so you could maximize your cast time. All the ticks in here will push back your casts.
Super.
Okay, so that's going to be for the next poll that's coming up, guys. And did you call out who's on what mark? And like I said, we'll use macros going forward for these switches, just to make things easier for healing and whatnot. Plus, we'll use the notes themselves.
Gold, Spank is X, Happy is square, Damduck is moon, Dark Warrior is green triangle, and Posh is diamond.
All right, awesome. All right, ready to check to go, guys?
Why do I have a skull? What did I do wrong?
Well, we were panicking. Just ignore it.
I'm not a tank, but okay.
You're gonna die first, man.
That's
probably.
All right, Don, you ready?
Yeah, I clicked yeah.
All right, start it up.
Too late, friends. Nefarious' corruption has taken hold. I cannot
damn well be using
control myself.
For any,
I beg you, mortals, flee! Flee before I lose all sense of
you
control.
want to say something, Hannah?
The black
Yeah,
fire
warriors,
rages
you guys
within
can
my
use your
heart.
diamond flask
I
before the
must
start of the fight, maybe 5
reset.
seconds before. It's going to last the entire thing. About 7 seconds in, you guys go directly into your death wish. Just based off the timing and kill times.
Flame! Death! Destruction! Cower mortals
5,
before the
4,
wrath of Lord.
3,
No!
2,
I
1.
must fight this! Vaelastrasz, help me! I must fight!
Fuck. Put me below Panda and a bunch of people. Alright, I'm back up.
Forgive me, friend.
Rex?
Your death only adds to my failure. Nefarious' hate has made me stronger than ever before. You should have fled while you could, mortals. The fury of Blackrock courses through my veins.
Let's go. What's up?
Oh, God.
Get out of the group if you have the debuff.
Game, stop walk.
Alright.
Who just did that?
What's up?
Okay, somebody had to give up and ran with the group.
So the flame guys, what you want to do here, if you're gonna be pulling this, so these guys are here. You want to hit Skull X on these two, right? Because we want to kill them because they do the AOE shit.
Right.
And then these guys, you can do the big guy after, and then these guys are not too bad for the tanks to pick up. So what you're essentially doing here, is we want to kill these two as fast as possible, because they're doing the volley. For the druid healer, if you want to spam sleep on X, you can when we have it down here in the corner. But for these pulls, as we're pulling quicker, guys, we want to be down here, and we want to be like, if you're a healer and stuff like that in range, you can LOS right here, like heal, and then whatever, and then melee. We want it like the tanks are gonna grab them as they come down. So we want everything to flow down here. We don't want anyone getting caught in the open here, and we want everything to come down here. So this is where the tanks will be, and then the melee DPS just wait here. Until we get them in position. You said I have star, right? But I don't have nothing there. Okay, good.
Diamond.
Okay, diamond. There's no diamond. Oh,
the star is on your head.
Purple. Okay, purple diamond. Okay, I got it. All right, pull time. So you can mark up the next group after, so you can
the one on the right, or are we just gonna skip the one on the right?
We'll pull both. Just
Okay.
because we want to make sure that you understand how to do the pulls, right? And we'll have the market.
Like, I know like how to pull. It's just the marking that I don't.
The marking. It gives you practice, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And actually, real quick, I was looking while we were setting up Veil. MRT has like an auto mark by mob name or ID, so I can set that up, like for the future.
After Skull, you want to get on X and cleave these down, guys. Get on Purple Diamond after. Skull Tank wants to take Purple Diamond off me. Please do so. Everyone should be on Purple Diamond. These ads should be all grouped up, and we should be cleaving them down. And we should be spamming heals right now. I've got no mana. We should be just nuking AoE right now. Okay, rest those guys up. Mark the next pull.
Oh, Bosh, you don't still need me, do you?
Nope. Everything went good.
Okay, good. Alright, have fun, guys.
Thank you. Oh, shit. He's a healer.
Later.
I forgot. I thought he was talking about the meeting.
He's not even in the group, brother.
No, he missed the other group, so he asked if he can join our group for today to help out.
Should we send somebody to summon?
There's 2 flame scales in there. All right.
All right, pull. Get ready. Shield your tanks. Tanks, get ready. Dark's gonna need. He's gonna be taking hits. Gotta keep Dark up.
Circle his axe. I mismarked it.
No problem. All right, nuke down those flame guys. That's Skull. That's coming. X right now until Skull gets down there. All right, grip them up. Grip them up. Start nuking now, Skull. Death Wish if you haven't. Heal the group. Make sure that you're standing pretty much on all the grouped up. Yep, good. Shield Panda. Shield your tanks. Heal your tanks.
So for the future, I will screw around with MRT and see if I can set up the auto marks for this, because that's a thing you can do with it. Now that I kind of have like an idea what mob should be what.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And like I said, we'll also do the macro thing too, so that we don't have to talk there.
Draconic might, okay.
Heads up!
Like the tech packs past Broodlord here. The only mob I know, like how we mark it, is square, because that's the freaking Draconid in the pack.
Yeah, Skull X is Warlock, then Square is the Draconid, and then Moon is the Spellbinders.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is star right now. We're gonna go straight this way. To here, come up here.
Yeah, let's.
So I'm gonna mark these guys up and just explain this shit so that everyone's on the same thing here. So we got the little dragonkin, right? We got the. We have the skull, like the big dragons, and then we have the warlocks. So when these the little whelps come, start AoEing them down. You can also drop fusing traps. We want to group these up and clean them down as fast as possible. Every time the skull, he's going to drop an AoE fire or on the ground. When he drops that, he's going to raise his hand, and then you're going to see flames underneath your feet, and we have to move them out. So when we're moving them, we want to move, if we're close to the raid like that, we want to move to the side of the raid. We don't want to move on top of the raid. Like right now, we should be moving, if he drops it, back here, over this side right here. And then this way we all go away from the raid, and we're not getting the healers stuck in this AoE here. And that's how we're going to do these pulls for these guys. And then any whelps that come, mages to start AoEing them down.
Watch your feet.
Pull next. As soon as he gets down to half, pull next. And just keep an eye on the healing. Or the mana.
Yeah, weak warrior has their percentages.
Hey, Posh, another tip here, that if you guys raid mark the rogues will know a little bit easier like where they're at and which suppression devices are down.
We got the warlocks with that.
Just keep cleaving and whirlwinding. Focus the dragonkin. If you're not tanking, please tanks help the hunter out. Mages, you should be AoEing this stuff as it's coming in. The whelps right away. Stop, you know what I mean? AoE this stuff down as it comes in. Hunters that are not doing it, that are not pulling, you could be dropping AoE frost traps just to slow it down a little bit. And we stay here until we clear this lower half, and then we'll go all the way to the corner and to the ramp. And this is what we're gonna do like consistently every time, so that you guys do the same thing over and over.
It's like this room I know. It's kind of not hard.
No,
it's just knowing what it's just knowing what to mark like in the 2 packs that were below us and then the tech packs.
Here we go, guys. Let's go as a group. So right now, Melee is going to do it. You got casters. Don't worry about doing anything yet. Don't AOE anything yet. We'll just cleave it down, whirlwinds and stuff like that until we get to the corner. Once we get a bunch, Priest, you can also help AOE, and we all AOE it down together.
Getting the traps down.
Yeah. Alright, so we wait here until everyone groups up. Most of the time, we're just gonna go right into the ramp, but the trap got us there. Alright, let's go. Once we get down here, everyone will just start popping AOE, clean everything up. We need 1 rogue down here with everyone. Everyone to star, please. And then we need everyone to start AOEing this shit down. That's not too bad. We can get mana right here in the corner. So range and healers right here in the corner. So now when we get the Dragonkin, right, we want to start at the top of the stairs right here where I am. He's going to drop the fire here, and then we want to bring it to here. If he drops fire here, we want to bring it down to this corner right here. Those are the 3 positions. And that's usually if we have 2 Dragonkin, okay? So if they get dropped pretty quick here, we move to the bottom there. And we need 1 rogue, keeping both traps down. Alright, let's get to the top so we can catch the things.
Yep,
you guys start AoEing this shit down. Alright, we got a skull mark on it. Alright, it dropped it. We got on the raid, it looks like, right?
Yeah, it's not on the middle.
Pull next. It's coming out now. Alright, move him down. Get out of that, Melee. Next one's coming. Start topping off everyone. Alright, on this. Zapper now.
Watch your feet.
Down.
Got a trap like right outside
Watch
the door.
your feet.
Down to star. Bring it to star. And then we want to bring it over to this green triangle here. Bring it down to the green triangle. Yeah, there you go.
That's spicy. 3 of them stacked together.
Bam, when you get a chance, can you change your role to tank so the threat bars look correct?
Help.
Okay, start AoEing the shit down, mages.
Got one. Coming.
Alright, we're going to the next cubby hole. Okay, we got one right here, guys. Take it out. Everyone on skull right now, nuke it. AoE. Get to the purple diamond. Range hit the purple diamond. Pull the boss out of that. Sorry, the ad out of that. Okay, everyone into the cubby now, please. So, for these mobs that are going to be coming the next 2, we want to take right here where Star is. He drops the shit, and then we want to pull over here. And if he drops the shit here, we want to go on an angle to this egg here. And that's if we pull 2 ads at the same time, okay, guys? Alright. After we kill these, we're pull. Everyone should be over
get out of combat.
Alright, everyone a skull.
Rebuff on Keisha, please.
We're gonna get mana after we kill the last Dragonkin. We get full everything.
Danger
okay, so I'll explain for the rogues. You want to make sure, like, when you're putting down the traps on the boss, that like you don't get hit by whelps or anything. You will pull boss easily, and when we are about to go up there, we have to all be prepared to engage the boss, and we will be running to the door. All right, so we want to take him out here, guys.
It was a clean pull, so kind of had to grab him.
Yeah. After this, we're gonna get mana. Mana's good, right? Yeah. Okay, around the corner. Come the star. Start eating right now. Bust her off.
Stab apple, you're getting a little close. Be careful over there.
Eat your groms for more stamina. Okay. We're gonna go around the corner. Please get as much rage as possible off these whelps. Don't AoE them. Don't AoE them. Let warriors get rage. So the reason we do this is so that warriors can have rage going into the fight. Bring them back. Once you have full rage, come to star. If you don't need rage, come to star. Put the trap down. Everyone to star. Get ready to go to boss. We are going to go where the boss is. Now we are. Here we go. Tanks on. Big heals on the tanks. Big heals on the tanks. Shield the tank down. Heal the tank. Alright, everyone on boss. Dense dynamite. Top these, finish these ads off.
Help me!
Sun Panda, heal Panda, heal Panda.
I'm D-stance.
Alright, big heals on him.
You got whelps in the back.
Diamond flash down. Mages, finish those off.
Spec on Spank.
Death Wish now.
It's gonna go back to Panda if I get another threat drop.
Shield Panda. Muddy Rage.
It's on Panda.
Heal him, heal him. Alright, let's go.
Get away from the door. Get away from the door.
From the star.
Now look at.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this, because this kills some people, mages and stuff like that. Okay, so right now we want to clear up. We want to put these traps down. They will not respawn for anyone that's new. That's why we put them down. Gives us more room to actually work and stuff like that. So the warlocks themselves, the reason we want to focus them really quick is that they will actually summon a demon. The demon can be banished. It has a lot of HP and stuff like that, and it hits like a truck. So on pull here, we'll have hunter traps drop down, right? The tech packs, what they're going to do is they're going to target a threat, whatever is highest threat, usually it's healing or whatever, unless it's a mage, that is kiting them. So that mage, for healers, they have to make sure that the mage, who's Keisha, that's kiting around, has a shield on him and has like constant heals going on him. And then for any other caster and healers, what's going to happen is they're going to throw bombs, and you're going to see smoke on the ground. That's them throwing bombs in your direction. Also, you're going to see rain of fire. That rain of fire is from the warlocks. So you want to make sure that you don't stand in that. There's also going to be another ad that will sheep people, and we have the rogues on it, interrupting its cast and stuff like that. So essentially, healers and warlocks want to stay in this area here, but you want to be spread out so that you don't get nuked by bombs. And then Keisha is going to be kiting in a circle around them. And as he comes around, see, here's the thing, is that when he comes like to here, right? Well, what's going to happen is that bombs are going to be thrown in this general area here. So as he comes around here, bombs are going to be thrown around here, bombs are going to be thrown around here. So I'm going to mark Keisha with a star. And so as he's running around, you want to realize that, oh shit, you're in if he's in front of you, Keisha, the star is, you're a potential line of like area that he's going to be throwing bombs at. So what you want to do then is you want to make sure that you're, not in that where. And then let's say that you saw smoke right here. Well, then most likely the next smoke is going to be here. So that means it's going to be safe in these areas because they're going to be following. It should follow Keisha unless one of you guys pull from AoE back here. And that's why, so just watch Star and make sure that, oh shit, he's in front of me. There's a chance that I'm going to get thrown, like bombs going to be thrown in my direction. For melee DPS, the reason we stay back here is, and we want to battle shout and stuff like that, is to draw Skull back here. Hunters, they're going to misdirect, or sorry, distracting shot, and then LOS, and then the tanks want to taunt, and then LOS back here. And we want to get them back here as far as possible, so we're out of that AoE. And then this gives us the potential of easily killing those mobs and only having to worry about the rain of fire. If the rain of fire is here, we can move over here. And we can also move back here. But the problem moving back here is we're LOS of our healers. So maybe there might want to be so the best area is to move the ads more out in the open here. So now we're in LOS, line of sight of the healers, instead of actually going around the corner here. All right, let's pull. So I'm not gonna worry about any more talking about this stuff. You guys are just gonna execute it. Obviously, Skull X is the kill time or stuff. So let's see what we got. Pull whenever ready. We want Skull and X to get back to us, guys. So don't go hop in on it right away until it gets about there. Now we hop on it. So going forward. X should be pulled back.
Yep, it's just been casting.
Yeah, no problem. Rogues, if you want to go over there and kick the cast and stuff like that. Alright, set up the next pull.
You can't kick the Warlock cast, just the...
My bad. Sorry, when he said casting, I was just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was just throwing on Shadow Bolts. They're annoying.
Wait, boss.
I'll get back.
Yeah, boss coming. Backing away. Gosh, I think your add-on's actually doing some of the marking right now.
Turn it off.
Yeah, he's gone. Incoming.
No, guys, if I die, any may have to do with an explosion, otherwise you get
Go away, mages.
Just one mage. And don't get too close, let me leave you.
Boss coming.
Coming back down, so I'm just gonna get the hell away.
After each pull, yeah, healers just start rezzing. Get trash buffs on them quickly as possible, and then anyone that just got res, just drink away right away.
Incoming. Except the casters are chasing me when I'm pulling. You guys can actually kind of let them chase me until I'm out of line of sight. So
Yeah,
they'll
Warlock's
run in.
Trying to pull it out.
Go. Get on X really quick. It has been summoning for a little bit. Range. The reason you want to get on, don't want to get a green triangle, you want to go to perp blue square, is that one's immune to spells.
Careful, melee. Technician's throwing bombs at you.
Boss is here, not move.
Check your buffs, guys. So, while we're waiting for Firemaw, is that our next ball? Is the actual boss?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And it's the next pull, too, so.
So here, Mealy, it's recommended to wear the Oni cloak. Also, putting on some FR, and you can also like, let's say like we get down to 20%. You want to pop your cooldowns. You can use a fire pot at that point to so you can actually stand to like 7-8 stacks. So once you get to 6, you pop that. But you want to make sure that you're going to kill him. And sorry, the kids are freaking yeah. So you want to make sure that you're not taking more than 8 stacks without the fire buff on you. But that's during execute and stuff like that. The reason you want to have a little bit of FR and stuff like that is that actually you can resist the stacks going on you, and it makes it easier for you to stay in longer and stuff like that. The fire jujube or amber is really good to use. There's also, like, that's why Mark of the Wild and all that stuff is good. I think the magic one also works, the potion. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but
it doesn't stack with Mark of the Wild.
Okay. So that's why I use a little bit more fire resist, but the reason you have the cloak on is just in case the tank misses. It's going to get healing threat, possibly, and he's going to aim right here. Now, the tank has time before he does his first breath to actually get him in position. So if the tank's quick enough, but if he's not, there's a chance that he can breathe fire on us. And that's why you want to wear the Omni Cloak, just so you don't get breathed on. Especially when the off tank's going from here. And the off tanks are the same people, so we're good there. Okay, so I'm not going to talk anymore. Healing, Samus, are we good there?
It looks a little bit strange. Galagorn and Vijovis are on BAM. Spank have Ficken and Splurt, but Happy Human has Gurlug and Vijovis again. So we might need another healer on him.
That's fine, I'll die.
Can we put okay, Who wants to heal Happy that doesn't have an assignment right now? Like I said, guys, this is unorganized at the moment. Okay, you got him? Okay, good. Thank you.
Blinger volunteered.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good there. Alright, so put on your cloak, FR, that pieces you want to have. Ember, if you have it. Eat up. We're gonna pull once you come. Your grog is going off cooldown right now in 20 seconds. If you popped it when I said before. Same with your food buff.
Splurt's asking who he's healing. He was on the phone.
Splurt, heal your group and off tanks. So Happy and Spank, okay?
Roger.
We have a priest healing Bam, right?
Yeah, but Jovis.
Okay, good. So I don't know if just keep an eye. The boss, he's going to do like a breath on the tank. Make sure that you get a shield out on him before it goes off. And same with the off tanks, guys. When they're tanking,
Get a shield up. Boss is coming, so we'll be throwing here in a couple seconds.
Get ready to hot him up. Don't go in yet. Okay, we're good now. Shield. Tanks should be taunting soon, so get ready. Off tanks have them. Get ready to get out. 6 stacks, guys. Wing buffer went out. It's on main tank. Shield. Get your 6 stacks debuffs off, guys. When we go back in, we're gonna pop Death Wish. Shield. Alright, it's off. Death Wish. Off tanks. Or Shield. Happy. Buffer went out. It's on our MT.
Okay, it's just like the other game.
Get out if you have 6 stacks. Go on.
Mine resisted.
Casting.
Okay. It's on Happy. Feel happy? Oh, it's still unhappy. Okay, it's back on down. Jump.
Alright, Bam. You explain what's going on here. Since you tanks need to talk more, so I'm gonna let you guys call it the trash and shit.
Skull is Bam, X is Spank, Happy is Square, Damn Duck is going to be on Moon. I want to have Dark and Posh play Police just in case, because we might get more than one that's doing threat drops.
Okay. Mages and that, please, if it's vulnerable for Frost, just don't nuke Frost. Don't pull it, please.
And we need a magic detection on each of them, please, mages.
Five, four, three, two, one.
It's the basics, but these mobs cleave as well, so stand behind them. Or at range. Get him. All
If you're gonna group them guys, you gotta be standing on top of each other as tanks.
But we should. Well, when we all get cleaved, you just have all their backs to each other, so then melee are in the middle.
Yeah, whoever's tanking the moon, move him away a little bit more. He does a stomp and studying your DPS. Don't outrange your healers though.
Healers move up.
And that gentleman was a pretty good pile of mobs.
Alright, you can mark and call when you're pulling.
Your add-on keeps on deleting it.
1 second. I'm gonna turn my add-on. 1 second.
Maybe share that thing with me, what add-on you're using.
Mythic Raid Tools.
Oh, it is an MRT then. Okay, so maybe share the profile. After raid.
Yeah, I turned it off so it's not gonna interfere with your shit now.
Right, it's just the profile would be useful for later.
Yeah.
Next week. Incoming.
Where's Battle Shout?
Careful with the text being like right there.
Yep, moving on.
Goblins are gonna be hucking bombs at you.
You want to move them out of the flames.
Hey, so guys, for the goblins, we do need to let our mages, or mage, I would say singular, get aggro on them. Otherwise, that pull gets messy in terms of the bombs.
I also, I didn't see if there was hunter traps down. Hunters?
They were.
Okay. Yeah, just spread them out.
Gonna wait on
There's two spellbinders in this one.
I only see the one in here, so.
Okay. Maybe just back up.
Might be one of the packs going back to where the mining guy is. I know there is one where there's two. Ready? Mana looks alright.
Pull.
Incoming.
You have to get used to keeping the flow going.
Right. And once I have the marking down, yeah, it's just look at mana and go.
Well, at least you're knowing what you need to get ready for, because I know macros is fucking gonna help big time. I wish I had them right now.
How the fuck did 2 arrows not let me get threat lamb? What are you doing to them?
I feigned even.
He really hated you.
A ton of it. It's surely coming around. Oh, nobody. People keep shooting.
Death Wish. We gotta get these down quickly.
I guess Spank's main tank now.
Yep.
Traps down, guys. They're coming. This is the one with the 2 spellbinders.
Sheep, just make sheep.
Watch your feet.
Get on X. Guys, don't get on purple. I have to tank something.
Felguard's out. I think.
Hey, Lamb, when you're pulling, when you're doing your initial pull, who are you targeting?
One of the Warlocks or the Spellbinders, why?
Okay. Are you, feign deathing before you, like,
Get
go
out
into
of line of
position?
sight? No.
Yeah. Okay.
So ideally speaking, you just let all the casters chase me around the corner.
Yeah, that's correct.
Because I'll be out of line of sight then. Nobody else touched them. As long as nobody else touches them, I should say.
People can't keep their spells to themselves.
Yeah, why would they do that?
One of the big other things we used to do when I healed on Shaman was keep all the fucking healers like kitty corner 45 degrees off that post that we're all LOSing. Because it seems like they're scattering a little funny in the beginning here.
Right. Full smart. Incoming.
Battle Shell Warriors.
It's not a friendly rain of fire, guys.
Wait. Should be on X, the skull, guys. Right, it's over here. My bash is off. Or sorry, off.
They're a pummel.
Is that all?
That's all of them.
Alright.
We just got the 3 big guys. And then the 2 drakes. 3 more big guys and Chromaggus.
Alright, we're gonna have Damn Duck backing up Bam on Skull. Dark Warrior's gonna back up Happy on Square. And Posh is gonna back up Spank on X.
Food buff, guys. It's 10 minutes. You said I'm back up on Square, you said?
You're on X.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Also, you want to use FAPs? Amelia, don't go in right away. I fucking popped it. Can we pull, please?
We got the fire debuff one, Posh.
Time is speeding.
If I need you to taunt, then taunt.
Range
I'm
on
not
blue
here,
square.
Starly.
Range on blue square. All range on blue square.
I'm spinning dark.
Yeah, I see that. You like that.
Yeah, square is also
Okay,
fire.
now we just... Okay, Baldos, why are you pumping this mob?
Stun.
Damn it, spinning, get away.
I've got no mana.
Okay, Melee, don't come in. Melee, do not come in. I just want to show you something, okay? So, as you can see, he's spinning right now, right? So the other tank, once he's spinning, when he taunts, it's probably going to be over on this side where Star is now. So that means that you want to be behind him, max, so you're not getting hit by both the spinning guys, okay, guys? Druids are the worst. You gotta look for the tornadoes. Alright, Onycloak's on for tanks. So for this boss, someone want need this or no? Get rage. So for this boss, he heals. So the tanks are gonna be here. One's in the corner, one's here, one's here. So what's gonna happen is that they're gonna get a debuff on them. As they get the debuff, and the boss hits them, actually now he's gonna get healed up, right?
He's coming.
All right, pull him. So the tanks are gonna be taunting off for that.
I got debuff.
Shield, thank you.
On me.
Shield. Unhappy. Oh, Spank with the...
Got the debuff.
Diamond Flask, if you want to, we'll pop Diamond Flask on here. The next one we'll use, what's it called?
Shot that me.
Next box is pretty simple.
Aegis again.
Jesus.
No.
Alright, Bam, on you.
Can I get a priest bubble? Thank you.
Boss is the same, guys, essentially. This one does an AoE pulse when he enrages. Hunters have to trinket. Shield.
I did not mean to pull that.
Shield.
Back on Bam.
If you didn't pop your diamond flask before, you can pop her here. Death Wish. Mighty Rage if you want to.
Taking it for the buffet.
Well, when we're doing speed, we don't actually want to pop any consumes, especially as a tank here, because we're going to be going. So if you're tanking on the next mobs, you want to make sure that you're saving it for your free action potion for these mobs. So when we're pushing speed a lot, like, you know, we actually have to miss a lot of our raid cooldowns and stuff like that. So just be keep an eye on that. All right, tanks, St. Mark's. Let's get ready to do this.
Let's go. Let's get on with this.
Still spinning, I have no thread.
Go on X now. Everyone on X. All TPS on X.
Bang that Trapez. Bang that. Oh.
Run to the tanks. Listen, guys, if you have it on you, you run to the tanks. Thank you. Whoever it's on, run to the tanks. Run to the tanks if it's on you, unless you're banished. If you're banished and stunned, I understand. If all tanks that are not tanking, go to blue square. It's banished target. Go to Skull now, DPS. This guy vanishes.
Over Skull is spinning, so those tanks don't really have great threat. And one tank is dead.
Is it a spinning tank mob?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Melee, just come to. Stupid banishes.
One banished, one spinning, so.
I'm banished. I can't do anything. Sorry, that's my bad. I didn't realize that Skull was banished because I was over here fucking banished. Sorry, I didn't realize that was a spinning one. So, Melee, we should have went on this one.
I called it out at me, so.
It's so stupid. I hate the banished one. Alright, guys. Just so everyone's
Tank is main tank.
Okay, so everyone's on the same page about this boss. This is Chromaggus. We tank him here in the door frame. So he has 2 breaths that he will do. Sorry, he has 3 different breaths that he'll do. Sorry, he has acid, some frost, burn, fire, and bronze. So that's 4. Or time lapse, I meant.
And then there's poison, so 5.
Yeah, so poison. Okay, so
come on, Posh.
Dude, I'm like.
The only important one to really worry about is time lapse.
Yeah, so time lapse, right, is so what happens during time lapse for, you know, the reason that we have to stay out is that everyone's going to get frozen. And then we want the off tank to go and get to hide so that he's able to have threat. Otherwise, he just goes to wherever, like usually most likely he's going to go to over here to the range or healers and stuff like that. So to prevent him from going wherever, we have the off tank that has the threat hide, and then he's able to move and use abilities, which then makes him second on the threat, and then he comes out. Now during this time, during time lapse, whoever is taking the healing the off tanks, you need to hide also, so that you're able to keep him up. usually what happens is that the off-tank healer will have like one here where Star is right now, and we'll have a couple up here. The reason they have one here is just to kind of like shield him or keep him kind of topped off while he moves into like line of sight of the healers against the wall up here. And then for everyone else, the reason that we gave you sand is so that it makes it so that when bronze goes on you, you're able to cleanse that bronze off you and then hide. By doing so, you can actually push it to where he's about to do his breath, like 3 seconds, DPS up till that point, and then you can hide. But if you have the bronze on you, it has a chance to freeze you while you're running out, and most of the time it's going to freeze you and then he's going to do the breath. So, and especially for hunters and stuff like that, the reason that you have it for sure, is that trank shot's about to go, need to go off on the tank or on the mob, and you're frozen. All of a sudden now the tank's going to get, crushed because you were unable to get that off. So that's why we make sure that hunters have it, and obviously then we make sure mages and other people that can dispel. So if you get all the debuffs on you, you get mind controlled, and the 3 mobs that we were tanking right here, you actually become one of them. And yeah, and then you're now mind control, I think, for like 15 minutes. It's like bullshit. Like, so we want to make sure we cleanse those people with those debuffs and stuff like that. It's very key. Other than that, it's, like I said, and Warlocks, the reason that you have your Fellhound out is that it can actually, and have it on just eating, it just eats all the buffs and stuff like that whenever it's off cooldown.
Helps eat the magic ones. But there's going to be diseases, poisons. Is it cursed too?
Yeah, it's all.
I don't remember. So like everyone has to be dispelling to make sure that nobody gets all the buffs.
So that's essentially this boss.
Usually Galgorn is on the melee dispelling duty.
Okay. Alright, let's do a ready check. We got this.
Let me touch that dog. Let me pet that dog.
Who's tanking first? You said Spank?
Spank.
Right on.
Yeah, me and Bam have no world buffs. It's all on him now.
This fight gets interrupted enough, I thought, maybe, but... We're gonna get someone out? Already did? I just got here, guys, sorry.
Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, start DPSing.
First breath in 5.
Everyone out.
Oh, God.
Turn them. Everyone out. Stay out. Alright, go in. Big heals on Happy. Just keep them up, okay?
Back on Spank.
Alright, go hide. Just stay hidden. Wait. Okay. Everyone is going to be staying out from now on. Big heals on him.
Just on time lapse.
So whoever is the off tanks are going to hide during that time. It looks like it's going to be Bam.
Heads up!
Alright, everyone go hide now.
Ficken, dispel yourself.
Wait for the breath. Okay, go in now. Now we're staying out for this one. Death Wish now. We're gonna stay out, guys. You're staying out. Tanks are gonna be hiding in a couple of seconds here. Tanks go hide.
Use item.
It's vulnerable to shadow.
Spank resisted.
Nice. Heal the tank.
Wish I could have done that the first time.
We're going to be hiding for this one. You ready to go hide soon? Wait. Go hide now. Wait. Okay, go ahead.
Use item.
We're staying out. Tank, go hide now. Alright, good job. Alright, come to Star. So we're going to be doing the normal strat that we always been doing. Open trade if you need sand.
Thank you.
And Spank is going to be taking a nap too.
Oni cloaks on. Everyone. We're going to be at the throne. So mages, you guys have been with us and stuff like that, so you essentially know, but the reason we obviously tell mages to get out for this fight, that it's very important so that he doesn't they don't sheep the tank. So essentially at that point we want to make sure that the mages are getting out the gear. We want to make sure that we have the ads. The reason pretty close tight together here is so when they reincarnate, we are able to easily AoE taunt them all, easily to zapper them all, and easily to AoE in them all with the mages and stuff like that. Whoever has a bot, we drop it here, so that the hunters are able to repair and stuff like that. Anyone, if you see someone gets mind controlled, I think you can dispel it. Just get that off them right away.
You can drop, right?
Mages?
Yeah, I can drop it.
Drop here.
When do you want me to put it?
Here.
I mean, it's 10 minutes, so I can just put it when I run by.
Left. Here.
Just drop it now. We can repair. Because we're gonna go.
We had a mage that didn't get res.
I already threw a res on Dora. He didn't accept it earlier. I think he might be AFK.
Someone do a ready check because they got rid of my add-on. Alright, he's ready, so...
Ready.
Wait, hold on. Dorming need to run inside so we can summon his ass.
Well, the good thing about tonight is that I definitely can see, like, the benefit of having the macros and stuff like that. Another benefit that I do see is having consistent people, so I don't have to keep changing the macros. So yeah, as long like if we can get down to that consistent, like especially if that's true about new content coming out and whatever. Yeah, macros will definitely help. So we don't have to explain this stuff that you guys already know. So this Monday is Darkmoon Fair, guys. Please get all your world buffs and stuff like that. Warriors, please get Rand. Rogues, also tanks, please. We have a bunch of people that are leveled up to be able to mind control people. I do have a hunter. So please get those buffs. All right.
And reminder, everyone, that I do regularly open DMT for everyone. You don't have to tip me. I'm, sitting kind of pretty right now. I appreciate it if you do, but you do not have to. Just check and see if Lamir is on in Dire Maul, because that's probably what I'm doing.
Does anyone have a website that has all the trash mob names?
I can run in here and retail if I need to.
No, you can't. It's changed on retail. There's different, less mobs, different this,
Does
different that.
Wowhead have it? I think they do, right? I
And
think
Wowhead should have a list about zone also, so I should be able to pull like even just mob IDs.
Because I think that's where I got mine for the tech packs. All right, guys. Everyone was ready. Oni cloak's on. Let's kill this guy. Oh yeah. Last thing. If you're looking to tank, be one of the 8 tanks, please let me know. So that that can be your permanent position, tanking that mark. And then I can sign a healer to have that as your permanent, like, tank to heal. Because I would like to get to that point. Who needs Ani next still?
I could use one on if I don't get my soft reserve tonight.
I'm just, the reason I'm asking is I'm wondering, like, how many people need it, where we can essentially just have people running it outside.
So that the Nether Guild SRs it and they get cucked?
Well,
we had this conversation at the beginning why we started.
Isn't that obvious? Or start your own. It's an easy raid. You only need. I'm sure there's 20 people in the guild that would go. Like, don't join one that you would get cucked on.
Well, no. That's why I was asking how many people needed that next still.
Zayun does.
Mind control.
Don't kill Undun.
Don't kill Undun.
Nef group head over.
Well done, my minions. The mortal's courage begins to wane. Now, let's see how they contend with the true Lord of Blackrock Spire. Burn, you reckless wretch! Burn shall join you soon enough.
Alright, kill the tank.
Danger approaching!
Electroscope.
It's Hunter.
target you.
Warlock
Get
call
on the
and
ads.
kill ads after this fear.
Recall. You ready for next call, mages? And priest. Two calls ending 7.
I need more mana.
It's warrior call. Big heals on him. Get ready. Let's push it. Big heals in the tank.
Impossible.
Heads up.
Adds up.
Rise, my lords. Serve your master once more.
AoE, zap.
Worthless wretch. Your friend shall join you soon enough.
Heal bam. Heal bam. Whoever's tanking.
It's on done right now.
Heal done. Heal done. Spam heal. Wreck.
Priest call.
I'm doing everything I can to dodge.
Worthless wretch. Your
on
friend
bam now.
shall
It's on
join
bam.
you soon enough. This cannot be. I am the master here. You mortals are nothing to my kind. Do you hear? Nothing!
How dare you, Bam?
Good job, guys.
I've got no mana.
Back streets back. All right.
Good luck.
Big by cloak.
The cloak. Stab duck.
Nice, congrats. Congrats, Spank.
I didn't even know it dropped.
Bro was focused on tanking.
Yeah.
Send that Drika to the Shadow Realm, please.
I won't keep.
It's good bear tank. That's best
Hang
bear
on.
tank, right?
Picking, is that something you'd use in a tank set like later on TBC or something? Because I would use it for PvP, but I'm already ranked, so I don't give a shit.
Either way, you could take it.
I mean, I could have used it for this fight, I guess.
The ring.
3 on there, big one. Happy, nice.
Posh.
Don't let that other guy win. Haha. I take great joy in seeing that. DPS Warriors, just so you're aware, this is a pretty good belt. It's not the best one in the world, but it's pretty good.
Probably is a little bit worse than the ZG one, though. No?
Oh, you guys run ZG?
Of course we do.
I'm just kidding.
You have this, right?
What's that?
You have the chest guard? Hitman?
Yeah, I have the shoulder.
The chest, you have to.
Yep.
When should I drop the Nef head? You want me to do it now so everybody can refresh their buff?
Open roll.
Big for druids and rogues.
And the necklace.
Oh shit.
Zala de Triopas. We're done.
Nice. MC tomorrow, guys.
Whoever dropped a portal to Darnassus, thank you.
Should I drop the Nef head now so everybody can refresh their buff?
Yes,
there
please.
might be an Ani coming out. Ani's coming out right now.
Take the thing, guys.
Zone in, zone in.
But if you want to drop it also to get your item, you can do so. They drop pretty frequently. Bone guy.
Good day to you.
Did ZG reset from Wednesday? No, so we got another 24 hours. Okay.
See you around.
Done. You still there?
Yep.
Did you level a mind control tune on your other account?
I have
Time
one
is
on
money,
both.
friend.
Oh shit. I was gonna see if you
Hurry
wanted me to
back.
mind control you.
Is everyone coming out?
I don't know. Probably not. It's usually around 7 o'clock. 5. I can check.